Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. Today is our 100th episode and I have got a surprise. Thank you so much. I have got a surprise for you guys. Tonight we are doing something a little bit different, something I've never done before. And well, we're going to talk a little bit about that for a minute, but tonight's blend is going to be Dai by Chai Mate. Wow, that is a lot of glare. You can't see it. But yeah, just take our word for it. It is Thai by Chai Mate. Now, I have done mates in the past, never traditional. So we're going to talk a little bit about the culture. We're going to talk a little bit about how it's. Hey, somebody just popped in. Hey, welcome, whoever you are, doesn't say yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get the water started, and then we'll talk a bit about the tea itself. And from the past, if you guys remember, we have Sneha go on here. We have Thomas Moncrief, who's an employee at Adagio, so he knows his stuff, and mate is one of his specialties. So we're gonna go ahead and specialties. Okay, so as always, we're gonna go ahead and open this up and see how it smells. And this is one that I've designed. I have never smelled it before. I don't know anything about it. Oh, that is nice. Ooh, smell that, guys. That is very fragrant.
Oh yeah.
It's almost fudgy, chocolatey, and it's got like little notes of orange in it.
So what's in?
I have toasted mate. I'm gonna get that again. Toasted mate, oolong, black tea, cinnamon, ginger, or oh, it does have orange in it. Cool. Natural spice flavor, natural vanilla flavor, cocoa nibs, natural cinnamon flavor, and natural chocolate flavor. So this is, yeah, you can see that this is a bit of a complicated blend, but it smells incredible.
Yeah.
So I am ready to dig right in. So traditionally, mates are drank in South America. Which country? It's
Argentina, probably more than anything, but also Brazil, Bolivia, those areas, like the southern side of South America.
It makes its rounds.
Yeah.
And unlike other teas, this particular tea is drunk with a gourd and a bombilla. Now, if you guys can tell, the bombilla has a bit of a filter at the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill the tea directly into the gourd, or in this case, the cup. And the filter is going to filter out the leaves so that we don't swallow it as we drink. Traditionally, mate is a social tea, so people gather around. They just hang out in the park, listen to music, drink some tea. Sometimes they have Leslie, welcome. Sometimes they have picnics and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is going to be something totally different from what we usually do. So right now we're steeping the tea at 165 degrees. I want to say one thing about mate. Mate is an herb, so it's not an actual tea. This one does have tea in it though, so this one we can technically say is a tea. But mate on its own is only an herb, and it's also one of the very few herbs that actually has caffeine. And we are going to steep it at 165 degrees, which is not normal for an herbal tea. Herbal teas you can usually do at like 212 degrees for 5 minutes, and you'll be perfect. But this in particular tends to. Ooh, I'm smelling like the heat from the water is just making it emanate a little bit strong, and that just caught my attention. Teresa, welcome. So yeah, it looks like the water is done. So it's starting to filter.
You can just press.
I know. I completely forgot.
Like yeah, that's why we have the expert here.
Yeah, we have tech support right here. There we go.
Press that first, then press the one.
Ah, okay, yeah. I mean, normally I've done this like 100 times, and for some reason it's just not.
No, I used to never done this like that.
Yeah, that's my confession. I've never used the velocity before. You guys caught me.
There we go.
Okay, so you can do the honors and pour it the way you
Well, okay, so this thing is what, like 2 full cups worth, like 16 ounces?
give or take, yeah. I mean,
And so they say 1 teaspoon for 8 ounces. We could double that, I guess.
I say go all out.
Go on out.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna.
So traditionally, you're supposed to pour latte without any measuring, right?
Yeah, this has so much cinnamon and other stuff that it's like, if you have a bunch of spices that take up room, then you usually put a little bit more.
I'm all for more tea.
I have no idea how much I'm putting in here right now because I can't even see inside.
So let's just go for broke, like,
I don't know.
just pour the whole thing.
That's a lot, I think. Right?
I mean, yeah, okay. This should be good. Like I said, I cannot tell. I think that was about 4
Oh, that smells so good.
teaspoons.
So, for people who are just joining, Mike, you want to repeat the tea line?
Oh yes, tonight. Oh, Rachel, welcome. Welcome to our 100th episode. I have done this 100 times, literally today.
Yeah.
Well, not literally today, but you know what I mean. So yeah, we are doing. Shanna, welcome. We are doing a. I see I got a like from Morgan. Thanks for that. I didn't see you come in, but hey, Morgan. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah,
So we got our gourd set up with a lot of tea.
yeah. So we have about 10 pounds of tea in this one little gourd, and we are going to pour some of this in directly. Ooh, no, that is no good. I'm spilling it a little bit.
It might get hot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to get hot. I'm listening for it to reach to the top.
Do we have to fill it to the top?
No, it just I want to make sure that there's enough. Oh yeah, we still got space. Oh,
Hey,
there we go.
Shanna! Long time no chat.
Yeah, she went AWOL for a little bit.
I know.
Yeah. So one
There we go,
thing
okay, that's
that we didn't talk about, which you don't really have to worry if it's a tiny bag like this, but if you're making it mate from like these big pound bags, you know, like all the dust and stuff will settle at the bottom of your bag. So if once you're getting down to the bottom of the bag, what they do is they put the mate in their gourd and they put their hand over it and turn it upside down, so you have like this, you shake it, and all this dust will come down. Like let's imagine this is upside down, right?
Because we don't want to put it with the hot water.
No, it's already got water in that. But if you turn it upside down, shake it, all the dust settles into the palm of your hand, and you kind of take it off and you can just blow it off. So there's tricks of how to get all the dust
But
out.
why is a gourd, why is it shaped like this the way it is?
This one's a really nicely shaped gourd.
But why is it shaped the way
Well,
it
that's
is?
just the way it grows. Like they pick it off the tree, they chop off the top, scoop out all the innards, and dry it in the sun. I actually did do a little bit of gourd craft in college, and it was a lot of fun. I still have it. It's like a big pot kind of thing. I'll have to get that. But yeah, like that's traditionally how it grows. That's the natural shape of it. I've never like really held any of them before this one, and I was actually surprised by how light it is. Usually, when you hold a teacup or a mug, it has some heft. That one is basically light as a feather, and it's like about the size of my hand. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And another tidbit that I learned when I first bought it, they said the best thing to do is to season it to get the bitterness out. So what I did was I took a bag of, at the time, what was it, Samurai Mate. They say generally you're supposed to drink the same flavor out of it every single time, but I already did Samurai Mate, so we're doing my blend today. What I did was I filled it with water and I let the tea bag of Samurai Mate in there for about 48 hours. And it absorbs all of the tea flavor, and it's supposed to get rid of the bitterness. Once you take it out and you drain the water, you have to leave it to dry for about, I think they said about a week, so that it sets the flavor in, and then you're good to go. Like once it's nice and dry, it's A-okay.
A-okay.
So since we're drinking directly from the tea, does it really need to steep as long as it?
I think, no, I think it's fine. Like you don't have to.
Do you have to mix anything in, like milk or sugar?
Sugar is probably preferable with this much mate in there, but I don't know. How about you? Do the honors.
I'll do the honors. We'll see.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have sugar, do we?
We have it upstairs, but unfortunately, it's too late now.
For folks who are watching, do you guys ever drink mate before?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I know I have, and I am ready to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, this smells like coffee, actually.
You're not supposed to be drinking coffee.
I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking mate.
You did coffee on a tea string. You did your
Oh, no, I mentioned coffee.
Don't talk about coffee.
Yeah, alright, so here we go. I've never done this before, so wish me luck.
Wish me luck.
Ooh, that's hot. Oh, but that's good. I'm getting a lot of the chocolate flavor now.
Okay.
I'm getting like a lot of the. It's interesting because I'm getting chocolate taste, but orange scent. And it's kind of like it's an interesting sensation because I'm tasting the chocolate more than anything else. But on the back breath, all I smell is orange. I like it.
All right.
Who's gonna be next?
Hello.
We'll go down the line.
Interesting. It's very chocolatey to me. I'm a person who really likes sweet tea, but to me it's not sweet at all.
Well, no, because it's not going to be like the.
There's a lot of cinnamon in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not overly sweet. It's sweet, but a little bit grounded, a little bit earthy.
Yes.
Yeah, very chai-ish.
Chai-ish. It will happen in the future. Coffee is in your future. Coffee has been in my past accidentally.
Yeah.
I should not be trusted to order at Starbucks because every time I try to order tea, it comes out coffee. I don't know, but I have to drink.
Trick you.
This what?
They trick you.
They tricked me.
Yeah.
Gosh darn them. Now I'm getting the more of the chai. I didn't get the chocolate. I didn't get the chai before. I had more of the chocolate, but now it's starting to. I guess to steep longer. It's starting to get that spice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is like
that is very hot.
It's very hot. But it's not. We only did it at 165. We did this traditionally as much as a green tea. Green teas I usually do at 180, but in this case the machine is set to 165, so I'm not going to argue.
Yep.
But it's definitely not overly steep. This is like a perfect balance. Why the Madison? Welcome. Why is it not automatically going down? Yeah, that's so strange.
Keep doing that when that happens.
Yeah, we'll keep on checking periodically because
this is your 100th episode, Mike.
Yes, this is my 100th episode.
How does it feel? Like, how did you get
I
started?
feel old.
Story.
Yeah, tell us the story.
Okay, gather around, kiddos. I'll tell you
That's
the story.
exactly what you're doing. You gather around the birthday.
Back in my day, we didn't have internet, so we couldn't know. Okay, actually, no, we didn't have internet. I shouldn't say that as a joke. I am.
When was your first tea stream?
My
2 years ago?
it was about 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago. It originally started with a friend of mine suggesting it. A friend of mine, Annie, if you're out there, I'm giving you a shout out. She lives in the Philippines. So what happened was I started blending stuff on Adagio just to drink stuff that I like, but also give back to the community. They have a way to donate 5% of the proceeds to a charity of your choice.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That would be cool. I'll do that. I'll make my own teas. I'll get the charity, and the rest is that. Asking, she was like, so who else can buy it? I said, oh yeah, anybody can buy it. I just have to send you the link. You'll buy it, and like 5% goes automatically. She goes, well, how do people know about it? And I sat there, I was like, they only know if I tell them. So she said, well, uh, if you can tell more people, how would you do it? And I said, well, I can post it on Facebook. So she was like, well, why don't you just do a tasting, talk about it, and let people know what it is that you're drinking, so that it makes people more excited to do it. So I started with my first one was orange creamsicle, and I did it on Instagram. Unfortunately, dial-up modem. Yeah, right. That's about accurate. And hey, Madison, I didn't see your thing. It just yeah, it doesn't. I said that already. But anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? I
That's
just
fine.
lost my own memory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That I started doing it. I did it on Instagram, and I did not know that they don't save your videos if it goes over a minute. So I did that entire stream, and there's no record of it anywhere. So technically, this is my 101st, but the pilot episode I am not counting because reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I figured I started off as like the first couple. Orange Creamsicle is actually my best seller, and it's also one of my favorite blends. It's really really good. I did orange rooibos with what was it? It was orange rooibos and vanilla. No, orange and vanilla rooibos just together. It was my first one with pineapple, coconut, and apple pieces, I think. Like I tried to make it as fruity as possible. This was actually my first blend ever. And it came out pretty good, so that's what got the ball rolling. So I did like maybe 3 or 4 of my own blends, and people kept asking me, when are you doing it again? When are you streaming again? And it just snowballed. Yeah. So I have done it 99 times before, and this is my peak right now. So 100 times the charm. And I figured mate would be the best way to go traditionally because this is all about community. This is a social experience. This is a social gathering of people who enjoy tea. So by all means, I figured the most. Oh, who are my friends? This is Sneha Goel. I introduced everybody at the beginning, but for those of you who are just coming, this is Sneha Goel, and this is Thomas Mockery. And we are sharing Dai Bai Chai Mate.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if this is coming across well, but I tried to make chai mate sound like chai latte. And I kind of, sort of hope that somebody would get it without me explaining it. But
it's actually starting to taste a lot like tea now. Like in the beginning, all I could taste was the chocolate.
Yeah, because the chocolate is the
thing is like steep now.
There's oolong in there. The oolong probably.
Yeah.
It's getting more flavor out over time.
Yeah. Like, and I find that the flavors come out right off the bat. And when you have like sugars, they dissolve right away into the water. Chocolate, same thing. It's like the different ingredients they go right off into the water. But with the tea leaves themselves need to expand. Same thing with the mate. The mate needs to ruminate and get the. Oh yes, we are. All 3 of us are drinking. That's the whole reason why.
One more pass around.
Yeah, there's another pass around. I just have mine.
So the gourd gets passed around between everyone participating.
Yes. So we all have a taste. Absolutely, it's a community. See, name on the group.
That's fine.
Oh man, I guess you can't wait until episode 200 now, huh? More of those. Yeah, those are all. I hate that you have to like keep on.
That's fine. I got it. I'm
Maybe.
gonna. No,
Maybe
it won't work.
I don't know.
It's just like, it's fine. It's peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, usually I do it from my phone because it's more versatile. I can walk back and forth. But because I needed the longer screen.
I can get the phone for you if you want.
No, the phone's not going to work because it's a smaller.
No. I'm gonna dial into the thing.
Oh, so you're gonna read the comments.
Yeah, just read the comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Continue
appreciate that.
talking, yeah.
And you can share it on your. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. Feel free to share my stream with your friends. Oh, not drinking tea, but drinking along with tea. What? But drinking along? I don't understand what that means.
But she's probably having her own tea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Drinking
yeah.
to go along. Okay,
Phenomenal.
that makes sense.
I think I could get behind that tradition, right? So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With the wine, definitely. Not me, because I don't drink. But
Yep.
and I love how the filter actually keeps everything out. Like I'm not getting any dust. I'm not getting any. Yeah, because generally the mate is shaped kind of like round and flat. So yeah, I can definitely understand it's not going to go through. What's that? Oh wow, we have some other people. Jordan, welcome. It's not showing up on here for some reason.
Yeah,
that is so weird. I appreciate that. But Jordan, welcome to my 100th episode. It's good to see you. Well, almost see you.
So speaking of dust and things, if you're drinking only mate, like it'll get really dusty at the bottom, and you have to actually learn how to get the bombilla in there, and you have to like basically push it against the edge of the. You gotta push against the gourd, and then scrape it forward some. You can't see what me doing it here, but then so there's actually like technique to getting a bombilla set into the gourd correctly. Otherwise, it just gets all clogged, and you can't get a good flow. And then once you get it set, you just don't touch it. Like
okay.
You don't pick it up and stir or anything, or else that's like gonna mess it up.
Oh, so your friends are drinking wine and tea, and you're not? No, they're not drinking wine. They're just drinking the tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't either way because I don't drink. And that's the only way that we can explain my general insanity. But yeah, I can't use that excuse.
Yep.
I'm getting
it's starting to settle in.
Yeah, it's settling in. Like I'm getting a lot more of a mixture.
Yep.
I think a little bit on my tongue.
Oh my god. That's disgusting.
No, it was like right there, and I couldn't get it out. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's starting to like really settle into the flavor. So I'm drinking it now, and I'm getting more of the mate flavor over the chocolate. I don't know if you guys see the same thing. Like
yeah, I'm getting the mate flavor over the chocolate. I mean, like there's so much going on in there. I'm just wondering like what a pure mate would taste like. Talking about mate, the first thing I heard about mate was in this TV show on Amazon. Mozart in the Jungle. You guys ever seen that?
In the Jungle, no.
So he's actually an Argentinian sort of a composer, and his choice of beverage is a mate.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, absolutely. My dad's watching too. Hey Dad, welcome.
Hey Dad. Oh no, because it didn't pop up.
Yeah, there you go.
I keep forgetting that we have to keep doing that manually.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about the caffeine content also. Caffeine in mate is like super high when you're comparing it to other teas. About how much would be the comparison between a cup of coffee and a mate?
Let's see. I think according to I always hear different things about caffeine, but a typical cup of coffee has like 90 to 120 milligrams. I think mate is like 80 or so.
Yeah.
So it's
and
right
a cup of
there.
matcha is a little bit less, like 60. And then a cup of black tea, about the same thing, about 60 milligrams. So Mate between black tea and coffee, basically.
Mm.
So you get a good jolt out of it without.
But
No,
then you've
yeah.
increased the caffeine content in this with the oolong, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No, because the oolong would make it go down because the oolong
it
tea
takes
would
up
have,
space. Yeah.
would have less caffeine than mate.
Really?
Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just realized
The
that
thing is,
because
we
it-
put a lot in there. We loaded this thing down.
Yeah.
We just mentioned the F word. We lost our
We lost our sponsors. Our God.
lost our PGA team now.
Oh man. I'm sorry, Nike. I'm sorry.
That was like an involuntary swear because of how much we loaded this thing down.
It's the caffeine talking.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's okay. I'll have to reprimand him later.
It's because I was at this writers meeting. This is like way off topic from last night. I was at this writing group meetup, and this guy who normally doesn't come, like he came to sit in on the meeting. And once we gave him a turn to speak about what he wrote that night, he talked about the synopsis for his novel or whatever, and he drops the F-bomb like 20 times in a 2-minute span.
Nice.
Wow.
Like a Scorsese
This guy-
movie.
Yeah, it was a very awkward moment when everyone was like sitting at the table where it's somewhat professional or like a formal meeting, and then this guy,
That's cool.
because normally I don't ever.
Yeah. I've never heard it before either.
What's the gourd made of? Oh, so I think, yeah.
It's an actual gourd, like
It's
a
a fruit.
pumpkin.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes out, so Mike kind of talked about it. So it's a
Yeah.
fruit that's cut from the top and hollowed out.
So it's related to like a squash. Like think of like a dried pumpkin or a dried squash that can get really hard on the outside. Like this is like very similar.
Yeah. Is it treated like, I mean, is it directly from the tree or, because I see some, like the shine probably treated
This
with
one
some sort
looks
of a chemical.
this one's like so uniform and like perfectly round that I don't know, it's like a GMO or
They
something.
picked
I don't know what's up with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it is treated on the outside. The inside is not. Generally, when you first buy one of these, you have to. Well, I talked a little bit about seasoning it. I didn't talk about the prep. So what I did was I took it home and I washed it out first with just warm water. I let it sit, pour it out. Then I didn't have a bombilla yet, but I took I believe it was like a spoon or something, and I just scraped the inside until I got all of the strings out, and then I washed it out again, and I kept it moist for however long it took to soften, and then I scraped it again, and so I got as much of that schmutz out as I possibly could. So Teresa's saying that she was thinking more of a root vegetable, like a taro root, aka malanga.
Never heard of it.
What's a malanga?
I don't know, what's a malanga with you? That was
Yeah, that's a bad joke.
Apparently, it's a root vegetable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So it's starting to get a little bit bitter. That must be why it's sweetened with.
Do you want to put more water in it?
Oh no, well, I mean we could.
It's almost empty.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is almost
Yeah.
empty. Almost to the bottom.
Yeah,
Yep. Refill.
Yeah, refill. So just wondering, like, what alcohol would this go well with? Like, would it go well with, say, a brandy or a gin?
Maybe. That'd be pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine drinking any alcohol. Unless it's maybe something like a liqueur, like Kahlua or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. So just tell me this, guys. So when you like this is drinking off a gourd, wouldn't the taste of the gourd actually seep into the
I
mate?
think so, yeah. But I think that's why mate is drunk with the gourd, because they complement each other very well. Like
Yeah.
Mate, if you just smell the inside of a gourd, that's kind of what mate tastes like anyway. Like it's got like a dusty kind of hay type taste to it. So yeah.
Yeah, without the chocolate and the orange.
Right. This one's very spiced up. So.
Yeah. Like I was thinking about doing a yerba mate, but I don't really like the yerba mate all that well. It's usually made with tobacco leaves, so it tastes like you're drinking a cigarette, but not in a bad way. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean, you're not gonna walk away with like the urge for nicotine, but you do get the taste of it, and it's kind of unnerving if you're not a smoker. If you are a smoker, I mean, that's gonna be a good way to help wean you off, I would imagine. Like drinking the tobacco and like getting the taste for it. Plus, if you're drinking it traditionally, you're doing it with a straw, then you get the oral fixation of it as well. So maybe that could be used. I don't know. Would you think that would be feasible? Like, it might be a little far-fetched.
Yeah, I think Freudian stuff.
Freudian.
The oral fixation thing is,
I don't know how would I think about that.
I don't know. It's inconclusive. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. I'm just putting two and two together. It may work. It may not. I don't know. But I don't know anybody who's willing to quit smoking with a gourd. So that's going to be an experiment in the future.
So Terry thought does it taste like a barbecue or fire pit taste? I don't think so. Like barbecue will be the lapsang, right?
Barbecue's the lapsang.
Yeah.
Very
No, it doesn't
smoky.
taste like that lapsang at all. Trust me, I don't like lapsang, and this is a fine tea. I mean, it's smooth. It's not necessarily bitter, and I don't do bitter things. I could actually see myself like popping in a piece of dark chocolate and then letting that melt with this tea in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially what the chocolate is.
I would say plain mate though does go really well with like smoked meat, savory type soups like that. The type of stuff you do eat with barbecue. It just makes me think of like being out on a ranch. That's to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just my own memories of
being out on the ranch.
Like drinking it in Argentina and my restaurants.
So does mate come from the same section and with the plant name thing?
Camellia Smith?
No.
Yeah, no.
It does not come from that.
Yeah, it's an herb. It's its own bush.
Yeah.
Is it a bush? Yeah, it's a bush, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, so I do have a question. Like for the yerba mate versus just a plain mate, what's the difference? Because like I think Adagio only has like
yerba mate is the most normal.
That is the most normal, as opposed to your
Toasted mate, I guess, is a little bit different. But yerba just means herb.
Yeah.
So it means like herbal mate, and then mate is the name of the bush. So like yerba mate is the standard.
Well, I thought because of the tobacco that's put into it, it kind of taints the.
I don't think there is any tobacco.
Oh no, there is.
No, there isn't.
Not in this type.
Oh no, not in this one, but in the yerba mate.
I don't think so, because if you put
It might
tobacco,
depend on what blended.
no, tobacco is considered a drug. It's what gives the nicotine in cigarettes. Just so you know. So I don't think you'd be selling yerba mate without a disclaimer that it contains nicotine.
Oh no, it doesn't say that it contains nicotine, but it does say that it's got tobacco in it.
You think it's not steaming because you're not
No, it should be. The red dot's still there, right? I'm still here, right? Yeah, we're still going.
Okay, we'll know.
So we're currently looking this up to settle if there is tobacco.
No, there absolutely is nicotine. There absolutely is tobacco in it. We're reading it once.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but see here, it's supposed to keep at 150 degrees. But I think it's so low. But I mean, it might have been a thing. Like there might be, because mate is enjoyed in different ways.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some places where they do put tobacco in it. But I think if you buy yerba mate from the grocery store straight up, then it's like.
See, they do have a tobacco flavor.
But yeah, I mean, tobacco flavor is something that's
Yeah.
different, but versus putting a beer like tobacco.
No, I'm sure. Well, the one time I had it from Adagio, it said tobacco in the.
But the thing is, tobacco is bad for health. It actually can cause not cancer.
Maybe the viewers can settle this.
Yeah, if anybody
We
wants
challenge you to go out and find mate with tobacco in it.
absolutely.
You can send us a batch.
I mean, it might even be at the store. We'll just go there and check it out.
I don't think so. I don't think
Adagio mate
does not have tobacco.
It did when I had it.
No, it did not.
That's the reason why I never wanted it again. It's like it tastes like cigarette.
It makes it taste like tobacco. I agree.
But it
Don't
doesn't
have
taste like that. That's how
I don't know.
describe the taste of it. But
I mean, for example, lapsang doesn't have like beef or barbecue in it. It tastes like barbecue. It tastes.
But it does have smoke in it because it's smoked.
So what?
But that's my whole point. Like it tastes like barbecue because it practically is barbecue. You know, they put it in a smokehouse.
Alright.
We'll
We'll settle it once and for all. So somebody from Adagio, somebody wants to go.
Somebody from Adagio other than Thomas, who's standing right here and can't get to it right now.
Yeah.
Calling all Adagites. What do you guys call yourselves in them?
we don't have a name for ourselves.
You need a name for yourself.
So, like, just talking about mate, right? So, like, you know how matcha has different kinds of grades?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, does mate also have those different kinds of grades?
No, I think it's just like, it's not a real gourmet thing. You just buy huge pound bags at the supermarket for like, I don't know, $5 for a massive amount. And that's it, pretty much.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal.
I love that.
Absolutely. Wow.
There might be some really expensive mate out there.
So, can you have mate ice?
I don't think that would taste that great.
Yeah,
Maybe with a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
I'm all for sugar.
I mean, this one that's what is it? There's but is there a blue? No, that's where is it? The blueberry mate. There's
the samurai mate. It's kind of fruity.
Samurai. Yeah, that's the one. Samurai mate. That one I
Why is
did
it
have.
called samurai mate?
It's just the
It's
name
got
of it.
all kinds of things in it. It's got like a mango flavor.
Yeah, I like it. Like I would definitely try it iced.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see because are we even? Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're still rolling.
Oh, we're rolling. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay, we have to go. Well,
yeah.
Because there's a delay on here.
So that's fine. We're rolling. We'll stop at this.
Okay. Yeah, we are still live.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I just get a little nervous because like.
So, like, you talk about mate, right? And you have a family of teas which goes from white to black. Where would you place this?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Because when we do tea tastings, we try to taste the teas in order from like light to dark. But mate, I don't know. It's probably somewhere between green and oolong as far as like that darkness of like. It's hard to say because that dark taste in tea comes from tannins getting darker. Mate doesn't really have any of the tannins, so I don't know. Maybe you could even put it
natural, yeah.
Put it like next to white tea and.
Really? You think it'll
As
have
far
no
as how
color?
much tannin, it doesn't have any tannin in there, right? Like there's no astringency. It's very bitter, but it's not astringent. So
It's a natural.
then it doesn't have a dark, that sort of bold darkness that black tea has.
Yeah, it's got more of a haystack vegetal taste to it. I mean, it tastes like a farm, really. Like,
Yeah.
Whenever you go, smell it.
It's a very strong taste, but not a dark taste. So
Yeah.
I guess I would put it around green tea and oolong. Like,
Okay.
if I had to order the teas from light to dark, it's somewhere around there, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that could be different schools of thought on it.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking right now that this one in particular, because of all the other teas that are in it, this one you're getting a pretty dark flavor from. Mostly because of the chocolate and the black tea that's in it. So I would put this between oolong and black. But that's just specifically this blend. But otherwise, if it's just plain mate. I with Thomas said, yeah, it's got a lighter flavor, more vegetal. So I would say it's between green and oolong, for me anyway.
Okay. And do you guys know the history of mate?
It started in Australia. It used to be called mate.
No.
I tried.
No, that's not. I'm gonna look it up. While you guys.
I just know that it's there's some places where people put milk in it and it's like enjoyed in different ways. And it's all southern South America. So no, yeah, we should. And yeah, that's what I was saying. We should have known some health benefits. Oh yeah, I mean I do know something that's got a good bit of antioxidants like tea does, but it's a very good source of minerals. Like I think calcium and iron maybe, or calcium and other minerals.
Yeah.
So what we have here.
So. Now I'll read it. You guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Of course, it's got ties to colonialism and people slaughtering other people.
Yeah.
Then again, there's been wars about tea as well, so I mean, there's always a checkered path.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so back to talking about your 100th episode. What have you learned about how to conduct a great tea stream? What is your?
I don't know. I've never conducted a great tea stream. No. I'm just kidding.
That's a really amazing tea stream.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna say the number one thing I've learned is go with the flow, because like as you guys have seen, I've never 100% prepared, so there's always things that's going to go wrong. You just gotta learn to take it on the fly in a stride. You want to find interesting flavors or interesting traditions you want to talk about. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there being repetitive, essentially, which I have done before, and I hate it. Like I would sit there saying, "Oh, this tea tastes like tea," and it's tea.
Tea.
Like that has happened so many times, and in the back of my head, I'm thinking, "Oh God, get me out of here! This is torture." But definitely keeping not only the subject matter interesting, but also keeping myself interesting, presenting it in a manner that I would like to see it presented to me. So lots of life, lots of laughter, lots of
energy.
And lots of energy, yes, which usually comes because of the tea itself, nice and caffeinated. But yeah, like that has been the secret to my streams. And like also another thing is like not taking the watchers for granted. That's why I love including you guys and having you guys comment and having a direct conversation with you guys, because it encourages me to keep going and it encourages me to keep things interesting. Because you guys are interested in what I have to say. So yeah, I think that has been the most valuable lesson. Doing 100 streams and still not getting tired.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
I don't know, somebody liked it.
Somebody did.
Sneha,
No, not me. I'll do it now.
you did now.
Yeah.
She's just like, that's cheating! No.
I know.
I don't know why.
Oh, you just press it over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just
Next time I see you streaming, I'm gonna spam that thing.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Wait, I want to get some of the hearts in there. There we go. Ha ha ha. There we go. I am artificially inflating my value because it feeds my ego.
I do want to talk about
it's going up your nose and disappearing.
I do want to talk about one benefit of tea. So I've traditionally not been a big tea drinker before I met this guy right here. So last week I was violently ill. I had a really bad case of food poisoning. I was throwing up. So I started looking up, like Mike keeps talking about medicinal benefits of tea. So what came up was maybe peppermint tea will work. And it did. Like when I thought I was probably dying, two
Glad
cups
you
of
didn't.
yeah, 2 cups of peppermint tea changed my life.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I would have recommended either peppermint tea or ginger.
now like
Ginger.
ginger.
I know, but ginger does good for your
Mhm.
stomach, especially when it's hot. It settles in really well.
Yeah.
Um, lavender is good for the stomach and if you have a headache.
Okay.
Depending on the reason behind it, because sometimes if you get a stress headache, that's good for lavender. But if it's because of sinus pressure, you'll want to have a chai to loosen everything up. Has there ever? I don't even. I think there's no lavender chai yet, is there?
No.
There's lavender tea and
No. Like
Like they could be.
it's
You could actually
inclusive.
put like lavender flowers while you steeping the tea, and
Yeah,
it will release the flavors.
Yeah.
you just take the normal chai and put lavender in it.
Yeah,
I'm getting into my mad scientist mode.
absolutely.
I
But
always do that.
yeah, so tell me this, Mike. Then
Yeah.
you mix so many different ingredients in this latte. Why couldn't you just simply go for a simple, straightforward latte?
Because like I love the challenge of it. It's like anybody could put peppermint into a black tea and they say, "Hey, this is my creation. I made peppermint black tea," and that's boring. So I like to add different flavors. And like it's not the point where me and Thomas we actually sat there and contemplated what we're gonna put into the rosy llama, and that won the contest. I mean, I'm not saying that's because of me, but it's because of me. But,
I'm pretty sure I had to blend down before that conversation. I was just looking for a name, but I don't know. That's how I remember it.
No, you had the base of it, but you had to like figure out what the three
Right,
things. So we did have that long conversation in store.
So Adagio will let you put flavoring into your teas also. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
When you do a blend on the website, you can do 3 base teas, 3 inclusions, and also 3 flavors, I guess, or what? How does it work?
No, it's only just the 3 inclusions and 3 bases.
So wait, but you have a bunch here. 1, 2.
Well, that's
3.
because I use toasted mate and everything that comes along with toasted mate. And I use vanilla oolong, which has a bunch of stuff that comes with it.
So vanilla oolong has these flavors.
Yeah, and I think the only
Gotcha.
I think the
So
only
these are your 3
added
teas, and then
and
toasted
then
mate has
chocolate
stuff in
chips.
it.
Yeah, toasted mate has like the orange.
Oh, okay.
So it's spice latte, chocolate chai, and vanilla oolong. Got it.
Yeah, so for people watching who don't know, you can go to adagio.com, create your own custom blend, but you have to use 3 teas off the website and 3 other inclusions like lavender, orange peel, cinnamon, blah blah blah.
A bunch of stuff.
Mint, I think, or mint
Oh, yeah.
would be a tea, maybe.
Oh no, they do have it as an inclusion as well. They have strawberry pieces, raspberry pieces, coconut.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, well, not whatever I want, but oh, excuse me. I would love to add some dandelion root to some of my teas that's not on there.
You know what Adagio just got in is butterfly pea flower or
As
butterfly.
an inclusive?
Yeah. So you can put that in your tea, and basically what that'll do, you brew something and it makes your tea a very dark blue, unless it's like already black. If you blend it with something like a green tea or just herbal, the blue from the butterfly tea will just take over, and you're gonna get a very blue tea. But if you put some lemon in it, it turns purple. So
Yes.
cool.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna try that out.
Oh yeah, I have some. Do I have it at home? I have it somewhere, but yeah, it's one of my and I'm not gonna say this just because Thomas is here, but I'm saying this because it's absolutely true. The butterfly pea flower tea that you have, what is it? The
Bella Luna.
Bella Luna. It's the best I've ever had. It tastes like cereal. Like, oh man, it's so good. And I had it with you guys. Well, some of you have seen it when I had my goddaughter on here. We did the butterfly pea flower, and I showed her how it turned colors when I added the lemon, and it was a hit. I have been drinking it every chance I got, and it's a wonderful flavor. I believe I still have some. If not, I'll have to buy some. But yeah, it's definitely worth the taste. Is it still only like once in a blue moon? Or? Yeah, because I remember they were talking about releasing it more regularly, but
I mean, it's in the shop. You can ask for it, and they'll go down and get it for you. But you're only going to see it out on the floor, which the next blue moon is not happening for like another year. So.
sad.
Okay.
Why is that not a reward? Like, you know how you get enough points? Because that would be a reward. Let me see
So
how.
it's literally once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
because I know that they have.
That's just like,
Guys.
yeah.
I was like, wow, that's it. We're haunted. Yeah, I'm looking at the rewards right now. You see all these other seasonals that you can get as a reward here, but among them is not butterfly pea flower, Bella Luna, Bella Luna Blue. I gotta say, it's like one of that is definitely one of my favorites, and it tastes amazing nice.
Okay. How does mate compare to matcha? Because I'm getting the same sort of bitterness from it.
What things compared to school?
Matcha.
Oh, matcha. It's got like that bitterness, but also matcha has more of the umami. It's a more green bitterness, if that makes sense.
No.
It tastes like it tastes like grass.
Astringency and bitterness are two different things.
Yeah.
And I get confused a lot. So.
Tell more.
Well, I mean, bitterness is a taste, and then astringency technically is a physical sensation. So, it might make you think you're tasting something bitter, but really it's like making your mouth pucker up some. So like green tea will be very astringent, and I guess a little bit bitter, but not too bitter. And then mate is just all bitter.
Okay. What is like a good mate versus a bad mate taste like?
I don't know. Like I was saying, I think it's all pretty much supermarket stuff. I would like to find some really good mate. I guess Adagio's mate is high quality stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as good as it gets because they sell like high quality stuff.
We could find a nice big gigantic bag of
Yerba mate.
yeah, supermarket yerba mate
We'll
and
smoke it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have done taste comparisons before, so that might be something that we'll do in the future. I might have to buy a second board, but all for it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, going into your next, that's another thing I wanted to say. So what's on the horizon for your next 100 episodes?
On the horizon. Okay, well, I mean, we are at 53 minutes, so it is time for announcements, I guess. Next month, I am aiming to do international teas. That are teas that are actually physically from different countries.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one from my friend from Germany sent it. I do have another one from Japan. I do have one from Australia and New Zealand, depending on which one
One from Hong Kong.
and what, yeah, I was just about to mention that one from Hong Kong that I'm waiting to get. G was supposed to bring it, she forgot, but that's okay. I completely.
That's gonna be on there forever.
That's gonna be on there forever. No, but that's okay because I mean, like, this is all in contribution. I thoroughly appreciate it.
And then one from India.
The one from the other 5 weeks.
Oh, I've got like lots of Indian tea.
Well, that's true. That's true. You do have okay. So, well, yeah, we could actually stream one of the ones that your dad is sending. So technically, so I mean, we have options. I've already done the one from two of them from Australia and in New Zealand already, so I can push those off. I want to keep everything as authentic to the theme as possible. So next month's theme is going to be international teas, like literal international teas. I still have somewhere on the horizon the matcha experience. God, what else? Like, as far as streaming is concerned, I try to keep it as interesting as possible. But for ongoing in the community, I would like to get more more people involved in the group, you know? And that's something that I've said many, many times. But it's true, like I want to get people interested about tea and tea culture and going out there and discovering more to find that same exciting life that tea has brought to me. I want to share that with you guys. So I'm looking to revamp my tea crawl a little bit. I want to get back into the raffles. I want to find out from you guys what would you do or what would you like to see in the community? And like I'm keeping my ears open, my eyes open. So whatever you guys say, it's not falling on deaf ears.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's for the next 100 coming up.
Awesome. So, and we are almost at like the hour mark. When's the next tea spring?
It's gonna be not next weekend, but the weekend after, the first weekend of December. It's gonna be the next one. Because for Thanksgiving, you guys have plans, we have plans, so that's gonna be our thing. But starting in December, it's gonna be all international teas. Yeah, that's it. So might as well wrap it up.
Yep.
Do we have any?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel kind of full myself. Ooh, and there's still a little bit in here though, so I'll try to finish that off on my own. But I cannot leave without completing the hour, because that's what the 100th is all about. It's my 100th. Well, I can't even say my 100th hour, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to open up to you guys. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Now's the time. Or forever hold your peace, because this is my 100th episode. I want to hear from you guys. Like, do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Teresa, your question, as always, is what would I pair this with? So I'm going to ask you guys. You have tasted this. What would you guys pair it with?
I would pair it with barbecue.
Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
This one in particular, I'd probably put milk and sugar in it and then pair it with something sweet. But if I had normal mate with no other stuff in it, I would definitely pair it with barbecue.
Now, I've made that mistake before. I had barbecue with lapsang. Well, I had barbecue chips with lapsang. Not a good idea. I have to say, yeah, it was the worst idea I ever had. Maybe barbecue meat might be different. I don't know. But yeah, speaking from experience, I would not pair this with barbecue. I would need something to balance the spectrum a little bit. So I would probably have something a little bit creamier to match the chocolate. So I would probably say something like maybe Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, or maybe a soup, like a clam chowder or something. I don't remember which one is the white one, if it's New England clam chowder. But yeah, I would have white chowder. And that's the official word.
Okay.
I was trying to get into the stream myself, but
Is it to
I'm on T-Mobile.
yeah. Oh, you don't have a Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. Okay, anyway. So we're counting down our last minute. So questions and comments, anything you have left over, go ahead and speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to see if I can finish this. I can't tell.
So I just want to stress this. Thanks for taking time to do these screens. I think these are very helpful, very non-helpful. I think it has made me very smart about these.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure.
Time out. So while you may not, I don't know if you have like how many people watch live, but I know for a fact that few hundred views first thing, at least.
200. Oh, because of I thought you meant like right now. Like no.
Yeah, like later, people do watch it later.
I don't pay attention to the to the yacht the YouTube counts like I should. That's really bad of me. But yeah, like you guys have made 100 streams possible, and I am eternally grateful that you keep me motivated to keep doing this. And I look forward to another 100. I can't wait to see where this goes. Um, so I'm gonna sign off with this message. You guys are the absolute best the guy can ask for, and I love you all, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. Here's to another 100. Bye, everyone.